welcome to this week's World on Water Global Sailing News. This week we're at Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club in Pittwater. Hi, I'm Rob Brown. In the last 7 days we saw the 67th Rolex Giraglia race, on board a Fast 40 Plus and the new IC37. We go to the Star Championships and the Finn Masters. We were there for the finals of the Australian Women's Keelboat Championships, and we look at the Swan River Sailing Group in Perth.
Sunrise over Saint-Tropez heralds a much anticipated day in the yachting calendar, the start of the Rolex Giraglia offshore race. An international fleet of 243 yachts will be vying to win this prestigious 241 nautical mile race, which this year, for a second time, will finish off the Yacht Club de Monaco. As the gun goes for the start, the race is on. Alongside the race to become overall winner on corrected time is the challenge to be the first home and take line honours victory, and the additional prospect of beating the race record, which stands at 14 hours and 56 minutes. The crew of Magic Carpet Cubed, Awali Cento, are fast off the line and hungry to repeat their line honours success of 2016. But they face stiff opposition from a number of maxi yacht racers, including the all-conquering high-tech racing yacht from the USA, Rambler.
Can we stay up with our air conditioning and our fully fitted boat with this totally empty racing machine, even on a favourable ground? The odds are against it, but you never know.
Although Rambler is 12 feet short of the Magic Carpet, owner George David is hoping that the strong wind forecast will play into their hands.
We've never been a light air boat. This boat was commissioned in the first place for heavy air ocean racing, and that's what it's really good at. We keep hoping for a Mistral. Wouldn't that be nice?
An exciting contest awaits as the fleet embark on their passage to the famous Giraglia Rock. Join us again to discover who arrives first in Monaco.
Nicholas Zenstrom's Rand took out the Fast 40 Plus regatta with the race to spare. However, had a big incentive to do well in the last race, as the team will not be competing in the next round in Sweden. The Fast 40 Plus race circuit allows 6 races to be discarded, so every point is valuable. The brand new Melges IC37 One Design yacht has been given a huge tick and is building fans across the board that it is not just a plaything for Dad. We hear from some of the enthusiastic sailors.
These boats are phenomenal. It's been a long time coming, I think, a modern one design. Since the Far 40, there's really been nothing like it. And there's been a need for just a modern one design, and to do it on an amateur basis, and where they're really trying to limit costs and just make it fun, serious, but so people don't go overboard. It's been phenomenal, and the boats are better than I imagined. And we've been sailing the boat now for about 2 weeks, and it's just been a blast. I'm excited to get home and sail my boat. It's just showed up. Just the fact that how fast the boats are, how powered up they are, and just how much fun they are to sail. They're a big dinghy, and they're heavy enough so they're kind of a big boat, but they're so fast and lively, they're just fun to sail. And I think it's a hard combination that they got right. And I think their class is going to take off. It's going to be a lot of fun to sail these boats. I'm excited.
My favorite part was probably just like either doing the runners or just going from side to side. Sailing with my dad, it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. He made some pretty smart calls, but on the second last race, he made some pretty stupid ones. But it was fun sailing with my dad, especially for Father's Day.
Thanks, Bob. The boat's neat. It's fun. The skinny keel means you can't pinch, and so everyone's got to be racing. I think it's going to be continue to be a big adjustment on time to the starting line and crossing angles and tacking angles. I couldn't get the jabbing angles right once this whole event.
Yep.
And sailing with Owen is a hoot because he's super positive and he's always the funniest person on every boat I've ever been on, so it's super fun for me. Owen, what'd you think?
It was interesting. First time. It was my first time. We were second, right?
I've sailed this boat, 2 days before.
So it was new to the boat. Just, it's a big change from like opties and dinghies.
I sail with Andy Fisher, and Andy Fisher is disabled to use one arm, so we have a bar so that he can tack. And what that means is Andy can drive straight line. It's worked out so much better, so now Andy's excited about the boat. He's being able to cross the boat with this bar, and the class has been so amazing to allow us to add that to the boat, and it's been awesome. That's the favorite part of the boat, I'm not gonna lie. Best memory is just everybody trying new things and just being really open, and there are no bad ideas, and just trying to get better and better each day and each race, and it's coming together, but we know all teams are doing the exact same thing as we are, so we just want to raise the bar every single race. It's been great.
In its first appearance at the Rolex Giraglia, George David's Rambler claimed line honours, completing the 241 nautical mile race in a little over 16 hours. The US Maxi was on course to break the 7-year-old race record until the breeze faded on her approach to the finishing line off the Yacht Club of Club de Monaco.
After the excitement of the race start, the 2019 Rolex Giraglia has continued to produce drama and spectacle. Strong Mistral winds have provided perfect reaching conditions, allowing the leaders to attain race record speeds. As the sun sets on the first day of racing, the 88-foot Maxi Rambler arrives first at the Giraglia Rock, maintaining a narrow lead over the Wallicento Magic Carpet Cubed. The duel between the two boats has lived up to expectations. Ultimately, Rambler's ability to sail faster in the prevailing conditions keeps her determined opponent at bay. And at 4:35 on Thursday morning, George David's crew crossed the finish line off Monaco in a time of 16 hours and 35 seconds to take line honours victory a little over 1 hour outside of the race record.
Pretty wonderful ride all the way down to Giraglia and then even around the corner and back up here until maybe 10 miles from the finish, and then the race shut off. And we sat there for an hour at sailboat racing.
And so the line honours winners of the 2019 Rolex Giraglia, George David's Rambler. Reward for the crew's excellence and commitment on the water, values admired by Rolex, long-standing partner of the race.
The International Star Class World Championships got off to a good start for race 1, despite the light breeze. The championship, which returned to Porto-Cervo after 30 years, was hosted by the Yacht Club of Costa, Smeralda. At the end of the day, 2 Italian teams are sharing the lead, followed by the Spanish. Enrico Schiaffi, the Star Class World Champion back in 1996, and his bowman Manilio Corsi started well, led around the first mark, and then extended their lead on every leg of the course.
Quite tricky. We choose the left, it paid off, and then it was controlling the race for the rest. Very, very, very happy. My last World Championship, Rio de Janeiro, 1996, so kind of long time ago. I'm so happy and glad to be back, having a lot of fun, I have to say.
It was an enthralling edition of the Rolex Giraglia race, with the final prize giving hosted by the Yacht Club de Monaco. 243 international yachts contested in one of the fastest races in recent memory. All competitors finished under 40 hours. The stunning Rolex watches were handed to Alex Scherer's IC37 KLR as the overall winner on corrected time, and George David's 88-foot Maxi Rambler having secured line honours.
After the excitement of the line honours finish, there has been a steady stream of yachts arriving into the Yacht Club de Monaco. Some in the running for class accolades, but all with stories to tell of one of the most memorable races in recent Rolex Giraglia history.
We started the race with the spinnaker up.
Unbelievable.
We had a lot of wind that was really strong.
Nice wind, 20, 25, 26, up to 30.
We fly on the wave. It's fantastic.
We arrived there at the very early light of the morning. It was really beautiful seeing this rock.
It's Corsica and it's beautiful. That quiet moment that puts you back with nature.
Really wonderful here. I do believe that we remember it.
The organization by Rolex and the yacht clubs is absolutely great.
With all yachts now finished, there remains just one important final announcement. The overall winner of the race, awarded to the fastest yacht on corrected time. And this year it goes to Alex Scherer's IC37 Keelboat R, who produced a faultless race-winning performance from the start all the way to the Monaco finish.
To win it in windy conditions, in very nice weather, but very nice sailing down here. And of course also Monaco makes it a bit special too. So I think altogether it's a very great experience.
Keelboat are then worthy winners of the overall prize. A fantastic achievement that concludes what has been a spectacular 2019 Rolex Giraglia.
Vladimir Krutskich from Russia has won his 3rd Fin World Masters title after the final day of racing in Denmark. Mike Meyer from the Czech Republic finished 2nd, with Laurent Hay from France in 3rd.
Very beautiful because a lot of very strong people. This regatta, very important was start and first tag from right side because was very strong current. This reason I try and play close to committee boat, and anyway for me everything was good. I won 7 races. It was beautiful regatta for me. Thank you. title for Fin Master Regatta. I think I need to go to next regatta to Netherlands to try to cover my title, probably.
Racing was delayed at the Australian Women's Keelboat Regatta sailed on Port Phillip Bay. When the postponement flag came down, no one expected the winds would reach 25 to 35 knots, with gusts up to 40. The high-profile Ocean Respect Racing, skippered by Katie Spithill, did not even get off the start line after an incident which left them with damage and unable to race. They immediately protested the boat up and go, seeking redress for the incident. However, Ocean Respect Racing took out Division 1 of the regatta regardless, scoring 5 straight wins and had a race to drop.
Well, the second day of the Australian Women's Keelboat Regatta here at the Royal Melbourne Yacht Squadron was a great success. There were 2 races, a shorter one and then a longer passage race. And even though the breeze was a little bit up, everyone got around and had a fantastic day. Well, we're here with Helen Wilmer, the steerer of Clockwork. Now, Helen, you guys have made the trip all the way from South Australia. You've got the rowdy mob in the background there, just giving us a bit of... Tell us a little bit about what the trip over was like and why you wanted to do the Australian Women's Keelboat Regatta.
Yep, I've done it for about 12 years and we're trying to grow sailing for women in South Australia, and the generous Bob offered to bring his boat all the way here, even though it was cold and freezing and he was seasick and hypothermic. So we owe it to him really, and I just really think it's a great opportunity to show the sport is suitable for all ages of women, because I'm in my 70s and I've got a whole group here that are keeping me young and keeping me busy.
Great, and the racing out there, which today was a bit cold and a bit tough, how'd you find it?
We found it quite hot. It was hot racing, we stripped off, we were sweating, we were working hard, and I'm really proud of those girls.
Good on you, Helen. Best of luck for the final day tomorrow, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you, cheers.
Well, we're here with Kirsten Norris, who's the skipper on Godzilla. Now, you're sailing in Division 1, Kirsten, in a really star-studded fleet, but your team's made up of all Defence Force personnel. Tell us a little bit about the boat and how you guys all got together.
Yep, no worries. Yeah, we've got a team that's fully comprising of Defence Force personnel this year, all serving currently. We've got Navy, Air Force, Army, we've got all ranks, we've got officers, sailors, soldiers, airmen. And we've all sailed together for the first time in this regatta, so a bit challenging in these testing conditions, but we're all coming together and the crew are starting to get quite slick, so really enjoying it, really good regatta.
The purpose of this regatta, is this something you guys always wanted to do, and I guess coming together, have you found that culture's there and it's helped you gel on the boat?
Yeah, well, we find that sport is really important in defence for building resilience. It really, really helps, and we're really growing our adventure sport and our team sport portfolios, so gender equality is equally as important in defence, and so we thought this regatta was a really good opportunity to try to put together an all-female defence team and get ourselves out there and see what we can do.
Good on you, Kirsten. Well, best of luck for tomorrow, and thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks very much. All right, see you guys.
The Perth Festival of Sail, held earlier this year, featured 2 very popular events which attracted local and international attention.
It's terrific to have our international teams here helping clean a marina and the River Guardians clean up our City of Perth beaches this morning. We've collected over a trailer load of rubbish.
How's it going, Skip?
Going well. Here we are at the Corporate Cup, part of the Warren Jones Regatta 2019. Sun's just going down. City over here just lighting up.
We're going to jibe here.
And today with the Women on Water experience, we've got over 60 women down coming to try sailing and have a sail today out here on the waters of Perth. It's so easy, we're in a great city to go sailing. There's so many yacht clubs where you can go down and ask to jump on board and be part of a team and get some further sailing experiences, as well as with Swan River Sailing. So it's an opportunity to get your corporates down there and go sailing on the river and have a good afternoon in the fresh air and the wind.
Well, that's it for now from Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club. Another fantastic week on the wonderful world on water. Be watching for more boating news next week. I'm Rob Brown.